Everybody doing? This is Philip Lyde. Live your dreams every day. Real quick, I just wanted to touch bases with everybody about a concept that I was thinking about today that put things into perspective. Okay, I'm just getting comfortable for a second. Now, first of all, let me say this. I love you guys. I love you guys from the fact that you're actually taking the time and consideration of watching this video. I really appreciate the feedback some of you guys are giving. I would encourage, if you have any comments, positive or negative, please definitely let me hear them as we can all grow together. With that being said, this is Philip Lyde, liveyourdreamseveryday.biz, and I wanted to go into a simple concept that, as we sing, is so commonplace that we often take advantage of the fact that we continuously do it. Case in point, today, I went to the gym today and I was working shoulders, and I was saying to myself, why is it that so many people are committed in the beginning of the year versus the end of the year? Well, matter of fact, versus the end of the year. And it brings me to a thing that I learned back in 1992, actually when I was going through my fraternity. And the key is this. Most of us are so complacent that we live our lives in excuses. And unfortunately, we go day in and day out, time after time, justifying why our excuses make up our success or failure in life. The reason why people do not work out is often or stay committed, myself included, I've done it from time to time, is the fact that we'll make one excuse and then build upon that excuse. Let me say it again. We make excuses and then we build a foundation in which we build upon those excuses until we're either crushed by those excuses or we create this persona as if we are the excuse. And the thing that I wanted to say is that I learned back in 1992 was this. Excuses are tools of the incompetent. They build monuments of nothingness. Those who use excuses are nothing more than their last excuse. And I said to myself today, when people give me the excuse, well, I don't, people ask me all the time if they could work out with me, which is not a problem, I love to work out with people. In fact, getting my wife to work out with me is probably one of the most phenomenal things you can share with your spouse or significant other. So thank you, baby. Right now, she's actually at a Zumba class with her sorors. And people will say, well, can we work out together? And I say, sure, However, because my time is valuable and I have other commitments, if we're going to work out together and you're working out on my time, then I'm very clear in stating that I get up at 4:30 in the morning. In fact, I'm actually in the gym by 4:30, so that means I'm up by 4 o'clock. That way I have enough time between 4:30 and 6:15 the latest, to get my workout on and really work. I don't go in there half-ass. I don't go in there, without the specific focus and purpose of making myself healthy. I'm 39 years old, and I know that my family has a history of not only having these so-called health issues, but we also have this issue of making excuses to justify why we have hypertension, diabetes, why we love fried food soaked in lard and grease and butter and chicken fat and all that other crap. Why we have these addictions to processed sugars, myself included. I'm not going to tell you that I'm perfect. But each day that you get up and you meet your creator, personally, this is the time that you should be saying to yourself, with this opportunity that I have, let me make the most of it. If you're sitting in front of this, if in another area, if you're sitting here making excuses for why the economy is so bad, it's because of you. And the reason why I say this is because one of the questions my students asked me was, how can I make money? How can I make a lot of money online? And I asked them this. I said, well, let me ask you this. It's your perception for one thing. But do you think there's a such thing right now as a recession? And 9 out of 10 times they'll tell me, yeah, because it's bad out there. It's hard looking for a job. And I told them, I said, well, ask yourself this. Tomorrow, which is Sunday, February 3rd, the 49ers and the Baltimore Ravens are playing in the Super Bowl. Super Bowl, I believe, 49. How many people who purchase tickets for that event believe that there's a recession? Because if the recession or the economy were that bad, you shouldn't have filled up the stadium as fast as they did. In fact, it's probably hard to get a ticket right now. On top of that, the sponsors would not have paid $4 million or better for commercial spots of only 30 seconds. So my point is this. What excuses are you giving yourself not to live your dreams every day? We make excuses and we justify them, but the problem is this. Most of us become so emotionally attached to these excuses that we create monuments of nothingness. 2013, I've been saying this in previous videos and blogs. I say this all the time now, and this is my mantra. 2013 is Team Lyde's year of no compromise. Whatever we're committed to in serving and helping others achieve their goals and dreams, we're going to do it. We're not going to compromise who we are with our core values and things like that, or our ideals. However, if we can help you realize yours and show you a better way to work harder work smarter, instead of harder, by all means, take the time to click on the link that follows this video or click on the link on our blog. Meet us on Facebook, shoot us a message. We'll be definitely open to answer any questions that you guys have. I don't know where you are in life right now, but I definitely can tell you with working with the right people and being open to doing those things to commit yourself in order to change your circumstances, you definitely can do that. Excuses are nothing more than that, and we all have it. But once you start getting into the habit, as Michael Jordan says, once you create a habit of quitting, it becomes habit, Same thing with excuses. Once you start getting into the habit of making excuses, then everything that you do in life will become just that. Oh, well, I can't afford it, I don't know how this is. If I'm not guaranteed money or A, B, and C, guaranteed X amount of money, then I can't take that risk. And I feel you, I understand that. But ask yourself this. If you're working a job, the typical job, if you're working for somebody else, how much more money will you be able to make? And how long will that take you? If it's going to take you at least 90 days for your review or your evaluation for them to give you a $2 an hour a raise, what could you be doing if you were able to make at least half of your income in 90 days without doing anything more but putting in an extra hour or two per day? Follow the link that comes on here and definitely see what I'm talking about. But more importantly, comment and feel free to comment on this video and let me know what your thoughts are with people making excuses, including your own. I would love to hear your story and definitely would love to help you any way that I can. This is Philip Lyde. Live your dreams every day.biz. Peace and blessings.